grateful to him for saving me from obvious doom. And I couldn't deny it. Even as my heart pumped desperation around my body, I knew I liked it. Liked him. "I won't be fucking dropping you anywhere," he told me. "Your 60 days begin right here. Right fucking now. Prepare to pay your fucking dues." My blood ran cold at his words. I couldn't leave Phoebe in my dorm room alone. Without me. Without anyone. "But my sister," I began, chancing a glance at the door handle. "Your sister can go fuck herself, Miss Emerson," he snarled. "Believe me, you have bigger things to worry about." His eyes crashed into mine again. My adrenaline spiked to the max. I knew it in that heartbeat, in the way his glare cut me right through. I wasn't going anywhere. I daren't even look for my phone in my bag. It was somewhere in the shadows of the footwell along from me, and the odds the thing was either in there or functional after being tossed in the alleyway were far from in my favour. Plus, infuriating him any further was a whole world more shit to be reckoned with. So, I didn't. Instead, I stayed quiet and buckled myself into the back seat with trembling fingers. It took 3 attempts before it clicked in place. I was staring deadpan ahead as he pulled the car away with a heavy foot on the accelerator. The tyres screeched as we sped from the garages and onto the main street, his steering as strong as the rest of him, as he took us through the city and out onto the open road of the countryside beyond. Maybe a girl in my position should have screamed and shouted and lost her mind, bailing out of there and away from such a terrifying specimen of dominance before he could fuck her up beyond repair. Maybe I should have asked questions about where we were going and what he was planning for me. Maybe I should have kept up with the semi-rational chatter about what was going to happen to my sister in my absence and how I couldn't let that be so. But I couldn't. My voice wouldn't utter a single word as he drove us into the depths of nowhere on the country lanes. The car weaved at speed, lurching me around the huge leather rear seat in my seatbelt every time we took a bend. But still, I was silent, wide eyes staring at the overhang of trees through the windscreen as we ploughed on through the night. His voice was still bristling with rage when it came. "You'll learn soon enough, Paige Emerson, that girls around me learn to do as they're fucking told or face the consequences." My wide eyes met his again in the mirror, and this time they held. Electric. His flickered back to the road ahead, but mine were pulled like magnets, sucking on his reflection like it was my last supper. "Please," I whispered, barely audible. "Please, I have to make sure my sister is safe. They'll be after her." "And I have to make fucking sure you earn your dues, little girl. As I said, your sister is the least of your concerns. You'll know that for yourself before the night is done." It wasn't the thought of paying for my disobedience that pricked the tears in my eyes. I'd pay for it 1,000 times over, however he chose to take payment. It was her. Phoebe. The girl I'd give my soul for, just to keep her safe. "Don't even think about starting up the waterworks," he hissed, and I realized my eyes were still on his reflection. "Siren tears don't wash with me, sweetheart." I looked down into my lap, but couldn't stop the tears falling. Relief? Sorrow? Hysteria? I didn't know. "I could get clothes," I said. "From my dorm room. I'd be quick and I could check on her at the same time." That laugh again. So cold. "What on this earth makes you think you'll need clothes for 60 days with me?" I didn't answer his question. My mouth kept on rattling with my previous train of thought. "And college. I could send an email to college, tell them I won't be back in for a while, that I've had an emergency." "You've had an emergency, all right," he snapped. "Every day."